You starting? Am I starting?
You're starting.
Who's starting? Bob Dole's starting. Bob. Okay.
Bob Dole isn't here.
Bob Dole is a fictional character.
Hello and welcome to Random Ass Reviews. I am your host, Cory.
Can't start immediately after I say Bob Dole is a fictional character.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Why can't I?
Because that's way too random.
Exactly. This is Random Ass Reviews. We are supposed to be random.
Hold on, I got the first ass we're gonna review, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
Welcome to Random Ass Reviews. As I was saying, I'm your host, Cory, and this is my co-host. Come on, dude, introduce yourself.
No, I'm Adam Patsy. Simply known as Patsy for everybody. So, you want to tell the people what we're reviewing in the premiere episode?
All right, today on Random Ass Reviews, we will be reviewing our cameraman's truck, the letter Q, and Tears.
Not necessarily in that order. Maybe in that order.
Maybe.
It depends. We'll see how things go.
Yeah, but I really want to get Mike's truck first because that was just an awesome truck.
I loved that truck.
That truck was awesome.
That was a good truck.
All right.
You want to go first, bud?
Sure, I'll go first. First, let me tell you a little bit about Mike's truck. It was a worthless piece of crap, but still, nonetheless, it got him from point A to point B.
With Mike sitting right here, we're like, yeah, his car was shit. Let me... If I had to rate his car on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as being a piece of shit goes, it gets a 10 right off the bat. I'm talking 10.5. Man, continue, please.
But the most awesome thing about his truck was every time you started it up, it sounded like a gunshot. Don't know why that's so awesome.
It was calming in the inner cities, really.
Yeah.
They used to go to sleep every time Michael started his truck up.
Yeah.
Oh, gang fight. Good night.
But yeah, this truck, it was just a little. It was just that. It was just a useless piece of junk that just got from point A to point B. That's all he really needed it for. Well, I would give his truck an 8 out of 10 for a few reasons. One, it did sound like a gunshot going off. Two, the exterior of the truck looked like crap, but the interior, I mean, he had a bag and stereo system in it. He had good, I mean, these awesome speakers, and it's just like, wait a second. It was like, did I step into the same vehicle, or did I go into a parallel universe?
His vehicle was Decepticon.
Alright, that's my review. Adam, what do you give his truck?
I honestly, I'm going to have to see you and raise you. I'm going to give his truck a 9 out of 10. And that would make sense to absolutely no one if they ever saw Mike's truck. Because, as Cory stated, it was pretty down there. But I'm giving it a 9 out of 10 because of all the random, stupid thoughts that it inspired. Not just this review, but also there's a show that you'll all be seeing sometime in the future. We call it Unimmortal Battle. Little tiny bit about the show, not to get too much into it, just enough to touch on it so you understand. Mike, Corwin, and myself are characters in the show. We own the imaginary corporation that's the main stage for the show. And each of our characters has specific types of weapons they use. And the inspiration drawn from Mike's truck is his character used random parts that fell off of his truck. Now, I don't honestly know if anything ever actually fell off of his truck, but in the show he comes in with pretty much a different truck part every time. Mike, would you like to touch on your truck, bud?
Yeah, I just want to say I missed the hell out of that truck, and wish I had it back.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Any review your truck, bud?
I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It was a hell of a truck, like I said.
Admirable. Admirable. Do you think we should move on to Tears? Because Mike looks like he might be getting choked up a little.
Sure, why not?
Alright, Mike, you want to start on Tears? I know you got a quote about Tears.
Yeah, I heard this quote not too long ago. It was Tears Don't Lie, and then Patsy showed me how you can fake tears, so I don't know if that quote is true or not. What do you guys think?
Tears.
Tears?
Are you pro tears or against tears?
I gotta get up and walk away now so that you can't answer that question.
This has become a political discussion, and I need to know, are you pro or con tears?
Let me answer your question.
Are you for or against America?
And that's how you end a political conversation, no matter what.
And we're getting sidetracked. That might be a bit too much random for tears.
Okay, tears, yes, they can be faked, but certain people, I'm not one of them, but I know people out there that can tell if a tear is being faked or not.
I know that about something else. Just go.
Stop interrupting. But anyways, for me, I give tears a 6 out of 10 because not only do they show emotion, but they help also keep dust and any other piece of particle out of your eyes so that you don't go blind. Adam?
I'm going to rate tears on several levels, not just the flat. Okay, tears in the emotional aspect, I'm going to give them 7 out of 10 for the fact that, as I've demonstrated, and I could, but I'm not going to waste the time right now because I don't have it in me to fake a tear right now. But tears can be faked, as unfortunate as that is. You just need to have an emotional thing to draw from for the most part, or you can just kind of roll with it if you're me sometimes. But tears can be faked, as unfortunate as, like I said, it is. So that's why they don't get a full-blown 10, like they probably should. Because they are such a high emphasis of emotion, whether it be sorrowful or joyful. On the aspect of cleaning out dust and whatnot, which I didn't even think of when we were discussing what random things to review, I'm going to give them 4 out of 10, as it is when you work around dust, you learn that tears are only so useful. They're not as effective. Eye drops, 10 out of 10. Tears, not so much. I think that's just about it when it comes to tears for me.
All right, Mike, what's your look on tears?
What do I rate tears?
Yeah.
I give it a 3.5 out of 10.
I ruined tears for the man.
Why so low, Mike?
It was higher until Patsy gave me his review.
Wow.
Well, I've shattered another life. My job here is done. Enjoy the last review without me. I'm going elsewhere to ruin lives.
Speaking of the last review is Mike. What is the last review?
The letter Q.
Okay, I want to start this one.
Go right ahead.
Today's letter is Q. We won't be reviewing a letter in every episode, by the way. There's only so many.
Yeah.
I hope to have more episodes than that.
Yeah, if we had 26 episodes, that would be...
We'll start over. We're going to be reviewing Q again. Yeah, woo!
Still give it the same review as last time.
Q is for question. No, I'm going to give Q a 4 out of 10. And there's a multitude of reasons for this. Q, in and of itself, since it's such a unique letter. Hey, it was a long day at work.
I know.
Alright. Q, since it's such a unique letter, deserves a higher score than that. And since it's so rarely used and not often seen and hard as hell to get when you're playing that letter game where you find them all in order in the alphabet. Woo. But it deserves a higher score than that. But I have to take points away for its inability to exist alone. Its reliance on other letters. For perfect example, and only example really, the letter U. Where would Q be without U? Unused. The only time you see Q without U is in Q and A. And you know what Q stands for there? Question. QU.
But I have to point out that there are some words out there, because I know people are going to say, oh, Q does We know there are a handful of words that Q can't exist without the letter U, but there are not that many. Okay?
Nobody uses the word quasar. Or I just made that up. So nobody uses it. We know there are exceptions to every rule, and you know what? We don't care right now. Because you know what? Q all too often relies on you, and so I don't care if it has a few examples. You know what letter stands alone? A. A. A doesn't need anybody else. A is its own word sometimes. I does that. Q? Yeah, no.
R does.
R, yeah.
R, but we'll save that for a later episode.
That's another time. Not next episode, no letters next time. Q, you got more to say?
Yeah, I would actually rate Q a 5 out of 10. Because all it is an O with a kickstand. I mean, you take that kickstand out of there, and it's just an O.
I never thought of it like that. Wow, the Q is such a lazy letter. Not only does it rely on you to pull it through words, but it also relies on another letter for its look. It's like that guy that's like, I don't know what to wear to work. Blue jeans and a plain t-shirt. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll wear, or, here's another example. I'll wear what my coworkers wore yesterday, today!
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that several times. It's like, wait a minute, you guys wear the... I've seen where they dress the same. You call them, it's like, hey...
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing, man?
Oh, I'm wearing some blue jeans and a white polo shirt.
Oh, wait, I got that. Mike, you want to cover Q?
I have nothing to say about Q.
You have nothing to say at all?
Nothing at all.
Not at all?
Uh-uh.
You don't want to make a joke?
No.
No jokes?
Well, I could give Q a higher rating, but we're talking about the letter and not the person who made awesome, cool gadgets.
Copyrights. People might identify that. Ignore the man behind the curtain. There, I know, right there was some more. Well, that's our 3 reviews for today, folks. So, from Empty Thoughts Studios,
I'm Corwin.
and I'm Patsy, and we'll see you next time.